Parts of the Mozambican coastal city of Beira are underwater after Cyclone Eloise hit this morning with wind speeds of up to 160 kilometres per hour. Yesterday, Eloise strengthened to a Category 1 cyclone, but it was downgraded earlier today as it moved into Mozambique. Cars were still submerged in water, walls of some low-lying buildings collapsed, and swaths of land flooded. Power supplies were shut down as the storm damaged power lines and uprooted electricity poles. The rains have now subsided and city officials are addressing the damage. The internet and telephone lines are also down in several coastal and inland districts around Beira. As the tropical storm moves towards South Africa, meteorologists say Limpopo and Mpumalanga should experience disruptive rainfall and strong winds. For more on Cyclone Eloise, let's talk to Lulama Pheme, a senior forecaster at the South African Weather Service. Ms. Pheme, thank you very much for being with us. Just explain how bad it could be for parts of South Africa right now.
Good afternoon, and good afternoon to the listeners. As you have already indicated, we had this tropical cyclone Eloise, and at the moment it has moderated to an overland depression. And right now it is just it's still over Mozambique, and its movement is expected to be west-southwest. And it is moving very slow, and it is associated with heavy rainfall with it. At the moment, we are already having an effect of it over the Musina area, more the eastern parts, the Lowveld and the escarpment areas of Limpopo province. They have already started having rain this afternoon, and we're expecting a lot of rain overnight tonight. And we have already given a warning for tonight, an orange level 9 warning for disruptive rain in the Lowveld of Limpopo today. And that level 9, in terms of our impact-based forecasting, it is telling you that there is a medium likelihood of these storms happening, and they will be severe. When we have severe thunderstorms, there are a lot of things that we are expecting out of it. That is prolonged strain on emergency personnel. That is, we'll have widespread danger to life from flying debris, danger to life from large waves and beaches, widespread damage to settlements, formal and informal, widespread structural damage, e.g. roofs blown off, falling trees, and also those power lines being brought down. Widespread transport routes and travel services affected for a prolonged period by wind, by falling trees or dust storms. Long travel delays, closure of main bridges, road and rail networks in many areas, and significant disruption to air transport. Widespread buildup of sand on coastal routes, causing traffic disruption of a prolonged period. Those are the things that are expected. Even communication, as you have indicated that it has already happened in Mozambique, that is also expected over our area. That is the Limpopo area tonight. And then come Sunday, that is tomorrow. Tomorrow now the area is being broadened. It is not only the Lowveld of Limpopo, but it is the Lowveld of Limpopo spreading to the central parts of Limpopo, and then the eastern side of Mpumalanga, as well as the northern parts of KwaZulu-Natal. Those are the areas that we are expecting this severe storm to affect them badly. That is tomorrow again.
Yeah.
And
all right. Thank you for that comprehensive explanation. So you're saying this is potentially fatal, even though it's been downgraded from a Category 1 storm. How significant is that Eloise has been downgraded after it started moving through Mozambique?
I think the downgrading is only associated with the friction that is happening over land. It's not to say the storm is not going to do the damages it was doing, but now it is moderate when you compare it to when it was at the sea. That's the only difference. Otherwise, it is still coming with a lot of rain, a lot of wind as well. All those damaging effects, they are still there. Even though we say it moderate when it gets to land, but because it is of the nature of a tropical storm. It always gives a lot of rain. You would experience that even when we tell the public of the tropical moisture, anything that comes from the tropics, it becomes very dangerous because it's already unstable. The atmosphere, the MS itself, is already unstable. So it causes a lot of problems, especially when it meets with the surface high. At the surface, there is feed of low-level moisture, then that becomes hectic.
Yeah. Could we say that Mozambique is bearing the brunt of this storm and South Africa will be caught in the periphery? Or could we see scenes as bad as what we've seen in Mozambique with the flooding, cars submerged, huge signs just blown over?
Maybe it will not be the same as that happening over Mozambique. Maybe it's scale-wise, but really you still expect those dangerous things to happen over our area. That is why we've associated it with severe impact.
All right, so we'll be monitoring. Hopefully emergency services are prepared. Like you say, people in shacks are very vulnerable tonight. I'm talking about the landfall of Eloise over South Africa. It's passed through, or it is passing through Mozambique.